Hey everyone, it's 3:33 in the afternoon, East Coast. Here in Florida, we're enjoying like a beautifully mild October so far, so keep your fingers crossed. Last I checked in with you was a pretty serious video about depression, being bipolar 2, all these things. Things have been a little more stable, definitely had some freakouts and some really crazy family stuff happen. Handled them pretty well, but still not in such a bad, lonely, isolated place as I was. Getting out of that, kind of feeling more middle ground, not like great, but there's not many times in my life where I felt great, so this is kind of normal and nice and kind of a good high for me. So that's good. But I don't want to talk too much about that, because this video is not really about my mental health. I used to film a lot of my shots. My first videos on here are like my first shots. That's how I really started getting into documenting my transition. I started in 2005. So coming up next month is my 9 years on T. I'm 30 years old now. Can't believe it. I started when I was 21, 30 now, so almost 9 years. It's been wild, it's been great. Things that have happened I would not expect to happen, like I have this huge, lovely beard and handlebar mustache, but no hair. So I'm balding, never expected that to happen, really miss my long hair, but whatever. The short hair, the bald hair, and the beard. Okay, so that's awesome. So I just thought I'd do a shot video. I have all these heavy topics I wanted to talk about, and I didn't want to do something too light, so I thought, hey, I'll do a shot, and then, you know, kind of getting back to my roots, my YouTube blogging roots in the dark days of transition in 2005, you know, where there was like no resources and no YouTube and no other blogs and stuff. So I thought I'd kind of take it back there, just do a shot. Shoot 100 milligrams of testosterone recipiate every week. Been doing that since August of 2006. I started T on November 30th of 2005. I started with cream. I had this total needle phobia. Like my girlfriend at the time would have to give me shots when I finally switched to shots and stuff, and now I can do it pretty well without too much anxiety. So, without further ado, let's get to the shot. So I just picked up this new vial from Walgreens. It was only 45 bucks. It's cheaper than Strohecker's even. I went to goodrx.com. It's also an app, and you can compare different prices because I don't have insurance. So testosterone was pretty pricey for a while, like over 100 bucks. It's always good to get a new vial of some man juice. Testosterone is the champagne of hormones. Stoked. I haven't been too regular about my shot lately. I mean, I'll miss it by like 2 or 3 days. I used to get to the point, you know, I was at this point in my transition where it's kind of like avoiding tea, you know, you're like, fuck this, I should make this naturally, like, I don't know, avoid it, and then like suddenly 3 weeks later I'm getting like cramps and feeling like, oh man, what is this? And I'm like, oh, you haven't been doing your shot. I do get a shot at least every 7 to 10 days, but especially at this point it's more maintenance. Well, it is maintenance versus going through actual puberty. Doesn't mean changes aren't still happening. Obviously, my balding, I talk about it a lot, that's the most noticeable to me, but I notice more hair on my knuckles, my hands, my arms a little bit. I feel like my voice has dropped a little bit more, which is weird, like kind of bottomed out, settled into itself. I think maybe my dick has grown. I know most dick growth occurs in the first 2-3 years, but like, it definitely grew around 5 or 7 years, and I think it's done it again. Not in length, but girth, which is interesting. It just feels fatter. And yeah, I don't know, become really vascular. Like, I don't know, you probably can't see. I hate when people, oh, you know, you see my affair. But whatever. My arms are really vascular. Maybe I'll include a picture here. But, yeah. Like, after a while, just it's maintenance and not puberty. And you forget to do the shot, too. It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, I gotta do that. So yeah, like I said, I take half cc, which is 100 milligrams in my case. If you're 200 milligrams, I'm gonna leave. Always wipe off your vial, even though it's brand new, it'll be fine. I used to draw with an 18 gauge. It's a little bigger. It draws the T in a little quicker, a little more smoothly. This is a 23 by 1. I like 23s. They're a good size to me to shoot with. 25s are really nice and tiny and feel like a bee sting, but they take too long. T is really thick. So you can see it's taking a second to draw into the syringe. I don't know. Go. No bubbles. Someone was always commenting like, how do you not get bubbles? I don't know. Alright, so we want to have a CC. Boom. Get that air bubble out. Put the light here. I just like to pull back. I have always shot in my thighs. I alternate each week so one doesn't get it too much. I know a lot of guys do glutes, you know, their ass. I can't turn around to do it. So I've never bothered with that, and even after 9 years, I can still shoot my legs. I know a lot of people, and they have so much scar tissue, it's hard to still shoot in their legs, but also like they might be like cyclists or something, so they have really thick muscles. My legs and, well, really my thighs, I feel, and butt are like the last remaining kind of female characteristics. You know, I feel like my body's pretty whatever, and it's like thighs and ass, but whatever. I'll take the beard. You know, I'll take the thighs and ass if I get the beard with it, so that's awesome. Okay, so let's see. It's time for your favorite part. Gotta drop trowel. Alright, doing the left thigh today, up here, some alcohol, a little more, there we go. I always get slightly nervous before I inject, but I think that's pretty normal, and pretty awesome for someone who once had such terrible needle phobia. So, relax. Sometimes I try to exhale when I do it. I'm trying to hold my breath. I dated a nurse for a while and she was like, breathe through the pain. If you notice, I pulled back on the syringe, of course, to make sure there are no air bubbles. I like to shoot pretty fast. Feel it go into the muscle. Always careful on drawing it out because you can nick capillary. All looks good. This goes into my sharps. Put a little band-aid on there, though it doesn't seem to be bleeding today. That's good. So, I'm sure that was the most exciting thing we've watched all day. But, if you would like to ask me any questions about 9 years of hormone therapy, whether it's in regards to physical changes or mental changes, psychological changes, wow, like 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, those were some major brain change times for me. And I'm more used to it now. I feel so much farther away from the female experience and being able to identify with that, because I did go through most of my 20s as a man. So the way I think now is more natural to me. When I first started T, I felt like, damn, I'm stupid. Like, the way my brain worked, like, it was like the synapses wouldn't connect as fast. Like, as a female body person, whatever you want to say, it's PC to you, as a girl, female, whatever, you know, before transition, let's just say that, things just fired and connected right away. Like, just as a woman, I felt like I could, I hate to say as a woman, you know, before transition, I felt like I could really access information faster, but afterwards, I had to totally rework my brain and learn how to access information differently. That's something that has become natural now, so that's interesting. That's hard to explain to someone that hasn't had cross-hormone therapy for years and had their brain soaked and whatever. And I also have ovaries that are overproductive, working on getting a histo, that the ball's moving in that front. I have an appointment in the middle of November, yeah. So, cross your fingers that goes well. It's kind of odd now to be this far into T, to be 30, to basically live my 20s as a man. It's just a unique experience. I lived 2/3 of my life, you know, before I transitioned socially as a woman, and then 1/3 of it as a man. I'm starting to feel more balanced, and I don't know. I've just been taken to a greater, higher plane spiritually, and it's awesome. Though I get super dysphoric, about my lower stuff. I am thankful to be trans, to have the experience and insight of being a man of transsexual experience. I get choked up thinking about it because sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I wasn't trans, or there's so much fucking shit I have to go through compared to just any other guy walking down the street, because I had a recent incident dealing with healthcare that was just so like, it's like 9 years into this, it's still gonna happen. I wouldn't give this experience up or anything. It's been simultaneously joy and pain in equal measures. It's been beautiful. Everyone has something in life, and for me, I guess it's being transgender. So, if there's anything you want to ask, even if it doesn't have to do with 9 years on testosterone, I'd be happy to answer it for you. If there's something I could make a video about that would help you, I'd love to do it. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I hope you all are having a great weekend. I hope to hear from you soon, and take care, everyone. Alright, peace.